Hello, folks. Welcome back to another week of some rhythms for you here. It's Mr. Spears checking in with you. Once again, we're working rhythms so that when we get our instruments and we start playing, we have some knowledge that we can use to help us. So once we know how the notes are on a staff, so how high or low the notes are, so we know if it's an A, an E, a G, a B, a D, an F, or a good boys do find always the bass clef, whether we know. Once we figure out where the note is on that staff, then we need the rhythms in order to be able to play them. So our first rhythm is here. I'm going to pause, and then you go ahead or pause the video here. Write your answers. Remember, we're using eggs for the quarter notes. We're using pizzas for the eighth notes. We're using ahs for our long notes here. Ahs with two H's for those, and a whole note will get ah with four H's because it's going to have 4 beats. Okay, half note has 2 beats. So those are all the things you need in order to be successful on this one. So pause here and start writing. All right, so on your piece of paper, you have this. You haven't entered this in the Google form or anything yet. You just have it on your piece of paper so you can check your answers. You should have egg, pizza, egg. So if you got that right, you're on it. If you missed something, maybe you mixed up the pizzas or the eggs. But that's what you need to record on your sheet. So you're going to put this into the Google Drive for number 1. That would be our answer. Let's perform this one together. So I'd like for you to clap and say it with me. Ready? 1, 2, ready, and go. Egg, pizza, egg. Pretty good job. Let's go on to number 2. Pause it here and go ahead and write your response. If you get stuck on something, it's not a big deal. Just skip over it and try and get the end part. All right, so we're back. So some of you, when you were working, you might have struggled just a little bit with this area right here. Realize that that's just 2 pizzas put together, okay? So it's just a pizza, and we barred them together all as one thing. Sometimes we'll do that for certain rhythms. So just something you need to get used to seeing our eighth notes that we call pizzas in different forms. So this here on this second bar then is just pizza, egg. And this first bar you should have done good with pizza, all right? With the 2 H's once again, all right? Let's go ahead and clap and perform this. We're going to do it 2 times. Ready? 1, 2, ready, and go. Pizza, pizza, egg. All right, let's do it one more time. See if you can fix any mistakes you made. 1, 2, ready, and go. Pizza, pizza, egg. Good deal. Let's move on to number 3. We got our rest back here on number 3, and make sure when we enter it in our form, we're going to use our Pac-Man, but remember here, we're just going to use our R with a circle, okay? So when we're writing it on our own paper, we're using the circle. When we enter it in the Google form, we will use those Pac-Man signals. So go ahead, pause here, and write. All right, so let's see how you did on this one. So we had an ah to start with 2 H's, then a pizza, then an egg, then a rest, and then a pizza and an egg. All right, so that's what you would have as your final answer on the sheet. So let's do this one together. Let's clap and perform it together. Ready? 1, 2, ready, and go. Pizza, egg, rest, pizza, egg. And notice on that rest, we don't have any claps or anything. In fact, we hold our hands apart on those rests. That helps us keep from clapping, okay? Those rests, though, are filled with your tapping of your foot as you're following along, and your foot keeps that beat going. Here we go. Let's try it one more time and make sure we don't clap on our rest. 1, 2, ready, and go. Pizza, egg, egg, rest, pizza, egg. All right? I'm tapping my foot through that, keeping a nice steady beat, and that'll help us get it. Here we go, on to our last one. This one you're going to record on your own. So you're going to use everything we just did in this lesson to come up with the answer on your own, and you will record that answer into your Google Drive. That is it for this week's. So make sure you pause here if you still need to write your answer and figure it out. And I will see you on Thursday, or whenever you get to it, for the week 3 Rhythm 2. Thank you.